Welcome to another edition of Camper Christina Cooks. I am coming to you from McCrae Lake. Just getting ready to make some dinner. Sorry, the camera might be a little crooked. I've got it on quite the system to stand it up. It's actually on top of a piece of wood that I cut, and then it's in a pan and on the tripod, so hopefully it looks okay. It's my first kayak trip of the season. I'm pretty excited, and just finally got a fire going. Everything is very wet out here, so it certainly did take a while, but my pan is toasty hot, so I'm gonna get going. Today I am making some trout. A friend of mine caught this fresh and gave it to me, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Just got it on an ice pack. It was frozen this morning, and it's not super hot out here. It's about 14 degrees, so it's not too bad. So I've got two nice fillets there. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love, love, love fish. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any fancy seasoning or lemon or anything for it. I just brought some fish crisp, and as a side, I'm just gonna slice up some potatoes really thin. I figured since I had the oil for the fish anyways, and I was gonna boil the fish in the oil, I might as well just throw some potatoes in there too. So I'm gonna do that. I rigged up this little system here. I'll do a close-up after. Just put a couple sticks in the ground and put the grill on top. I'm gonna put some oil in there. I might as well use it all actually, because I'm making the potatoes too. So fish crisp. First I have to do the potatoes, so I've got to get them in ASAP. Usually I nuke potatoes for a bit when I'm cooking them out here, so that they get a little jump on the cooking, but I didn't do that this morning because I thought I'll just slice them thin. So I will do that. I'm going to use this for the, actually I can probably do the fish crisp right in the bag that they're in, so. Okay. Didn't bring my peeler, so I am eating them skin on. I brought 2 potatoes, but I'm slicing this one up, and it looks like one will be plenty, so I think I will just make the one. Hopefully, let's see how the oil's doing, because the fire is not going very well, but it is very hot. I didn't hear a sizzle, but the pan is very hot, so hopefully it'll be okay. Just throw those in. I don't have anything on them. I'm just going to put some salt and some garlic salt on them when they're done, because they're going to be frying in oil. I figured not really any point in putting anything on. It's just going to go in the oil. Might have to use my stove. I have a brand new stove called the Mighty Mo from Eureka, and I'm looking forward to using it, but I was just going to use it for breakfast tomorrow. I really wanted to cook on the fire today because I haven't been able to do that in so long. There we go. Got some fire now. There's lots of coals down there. Lots of fire there. Oi, oi. Okay, hopefully I'm in the shot. I can't test it. I moved the grill down. It was, I hit the stick. When I put some wood in, I knocked one of the sticks out and it was crooked, and I thought, you know what? Plus it wasn't hot enough up high, so I put 2 pieces of wood down and put the grill right on top, and now the potatoes are cooking. As you can probably hear, they're sizzling very nicely. It's a good sound. I did not have that before. Okay, so the potatoes are browning nicely. A little bit, some of them. There you go. And they're super thin, so they're cooking very quickly, which is great. I'm going to do the fish right now while these keep cooking. So I've got my fish here. Beautiful 2 pieces of trout. I think I'm actually going to finish the potatoes and take them out and then throw the trout in. And I have some fish crisp here. So I'm just going to put some of that in here. Seal it up. Give it a little toss. Get it nice and coated. Whew. White rabbits. I'm really happy with my site here. When I got here, there were a couple people over on the rock there, and then I thought they were moving their tent, but then they both paddled away, so I think they're gone. I thought maybe they just went fishing or something and they were going to come back, but I haven't seen them come back, so I guess I have no neighbors. There's an island right here where I am, and a couple of people have stopped. There were a couple of guys there, I think 3 guys there fishing for about maybe 3 hours today. They were a little noisy, but they weren't too bad. And just putting some garlic powder in here, because I like garlic on my fish. And they were a bit noisy. They were there fishing all day, and then they left, and then 2 girls, I think, came, and they hung out there for a while. They were super quiet, and that's it. So maybe when the sun starts to go down, some people, they were fishing there, so maybe that's a good fishing spot. I don't know. I haven't actually been able to fish. There's my fish with the fish crisp on it and some garlic. Smells pretty good. And my potatoes are getting very brown. Yeah, where's my fork? It's really nice to cook on a fire. I did bring my stove. I have a new stove, the Mighty Mo from Eureka. Super excited. I haven't used it yet. I'll probably use it for breakfast tomorrow. I was going to use it for dinner, and then I thought, oh, I miss cooking on a fire. It's been so long, so here I am cooking on the fire. Take one of these out. This one's super thin. I already put some paper towels down on a plate. I had a styrofoam plate in my bag because I'm using I've been using the plate for fanning the fire, so didn't want to use it. But yeah, these are crispy. Probably really hot. Had to come. I just had to. The water's open here, and it's so beautiful. I'm so happy I'm here. Yep, it's like a potato chip. It's really good. Very plain though. So what I'm going to do before I put them on the paper towel is I'm going to take some garlic, sprinkle a little bit on the paper towel, or drop a big rock of it on there. I did put new garlic in here, but I left some of the old stuff in because it doesn't really matter if it's lumpy. Okay, so sprinkle some garlic on the paper towel. Can't really show you. The camera is, if the wind blows right now, it will probably fall into the fire, so I just have to leave it. I can't. Usually I'll pick it up and, you know, do some close-ups here, but okay, so this is pink Himalayan salt. I've just sprinkled some of that on there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's good enough. And now, take these out. So as I'm putting them down on the paper towel, they're soaking up, like picking up the garlic and the salts, and it's getting stuck to them. So that's good because it gives it some flavor. I'm a fairly plain person, so I don't really need much. So there they are. They look pretty good, and I'm just going to put them down here for a second. I want to get the fish in as soon as possible because then it can cook before the potatoes get cold. So hopefully the oil's still nice and hot. I'll drop that sucker right in there. Oh yeah. Piece number 2. Big thanks to Ken for the trout. I really appreciate it. Kind of stole it. Let's see how the fish is doing. It's sizzling pretty good. I'm just gonna flip it over. The fish crisp is still on there, but it's not in the pan, so it must still be on the fish. Put it over here, some more heat. And I'm gonna move the camera and I'll take a little clip, but it'll probably take me a while to get it back. This is my view this evening while I'm cooking. Quite beautiful. It was actually perfect mirror when I got here, which I was pretty surprised. But eventually the wind picked up. It's not too windy though. It's just enough to kind of blow the fire and keep it going, which is perfect. It's just gorgeous out here. The fish is browning up nicely. And it's funny because I don't see any more fire down there, but I guess the coals are hot enough now that it's keeping it going. Flipped it over a couple of times here. Just keep flipping it. I'm a flipper. Also know that when fish is done, it gets flaky, so when I flip it, I'm just kind of checking to see if it's flaking off and if it's done yet. Certainly don't want to undercook it, but I certainly don't want to overcook it either. It's still sizzling pretty good. I'm just going to leave it for a bit. And then I'm going to take it out and I'll bring the camera over and show you what it looks like. I mean, I'm sure you've seen fish and chips before, but maybe I'll just snack on one of these while I'm waiting. And they're really good with the garlic and the salt on them. Really good. It's fresh oil too, so they're really light. They don't taste greasy. Take a little piece off and see how it is. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, it's flaking beautifully. Okay, and that was just from the corner, so I will just give it a few more minutes just to make sure it's cooked on the thicker parts, and yeah, then we'll be done. Oh, it's so good. I can't wait to eat it. It's so good. I've got my fish and my chips here, and let's see how it is. Oh, I gotta try the fish first, because yummy, light and flaky. I think the fish crisp has some lemon in it too, because it's got a lemony flavor. Oh, it's really good. Potato. Oh, and I just noticed there's 2 loons over in the bay there. Hopefully they'll start singing a song for me while I'm having my dinner. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Camper Christina Cooks, and you come back and see another video. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.